boy J. Michael with another video. Another video. This is part 2 to Crier did what to the Prince family. But before we get started, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, the like button, so y'all can see when the Realionaire drops something, because I'm going to keep it real. The what? The Realionaire's way. Okay. Y'all seen what I said the other day about Crier and his son. Y'all know what's sad about this whole thing is Crier, Billy Blanks, he be meaning to do the right thing when he make these videos to, share with the world what's going on. But like I say all the time, everything is not meant for the internet. Now, if you would have seen your son put it out there first, okay, cool. But then if your son did put it out there, it ain't for you to elaborate all the time. It's not for you to do that. You ain't got to feed off everything that he do. That's what the fans do. That's what the other creators do. You don't have to do that. Everybody know that's your son. Everybody know you're the dad. You ain't got to keep illustrating. I'm tongue twisted right now. You ain't got to keep pressing that in people's head. Letting people know, this is my son, I'm kin to the Prince family. Yeah, this is my son, I'm kin to the Prince family. I'm the father. You ain't got to keep doing that. Everybody know who Billy Blanks is, Liar Crier is, Cactus Head is. Everybody know Billy Blanks Crier. Everybody know who Billy Blanks Crier is. So you ain't got to keep pressing that to people. Be you. And it's sad how you keep feeding off your son. You keep piggybacking off your son. You already established. Let go and move on. But what I'm trying to get to with all this, Damon then gave you so many chances over and over and over and over and over and over again. And every time he put his guard down and say, come on, Pops, come back in, let's do this, you slap him right back in the back of the head. When you don't understand or see enough is enough, or what it's going to take before you lose your son forever, to where he's not going to mess with you no more, not going to speak to you no more. What it's going to take for you to learn is not, them females, this YouTube is not worth the relationship, the love of your child. Fame is not worth your family. These females in the street, it's not worth your family. Your son loves you. And if you don't understand how much your son loves you, think about y'all past. Think about y'all history. Come on, Billy Blanks, Crier. All your son wanted was his dad in his life. All he want now is his dad in his children's life, to be a granddaddy. Your son put all y'all in a position to where y'all can be a big, rich, happy family. And what you want to do? You want to try to be bigger than your son. You want to try to get more notoriety than your son. You want to try to be your son. Bro, you not that. The little money you making, Be comfortable with it. Live good with it. Be appreciative of how your son set you up to be where you at. Because you got some kids out there, shoot, my father was never there for me. Shoot, forget that dude. And would have left you out there to dry where you would have been still working at a steel mill. But your son didn't do that. But how you repay your son? By mattress talking. Because you ain't pillow talking the stuff you put out there. You mattress talking. You see what I'm saying? And the builder bear that you was mattress talking with, how much other stuff that you done told her that she done broadcast to the whole world about your son, about you. And you still give this builder bear another piece to the bear. And your son tired. If your son didn't want to be bothered with the builder bear, and she ain't never been around the Prince family, why you didn't take heed till your son seen something that wasn't right with that builder bear player? You should have knew then when your son kept telling you, Pops, that builder bear not right. That builder bear missing batteries. That builder bear missing pieces. Leave that builder bear where it's at so they can leave that builder bear in the factory. Because that's a malfunction bear. You see? Your son knew that was a malfunction bear. He knew that builder bear came off the assembly line wrong. He knew that. But you didn't care because all you seen was a young cub. A grown wolf preying on that young cub, and he was like, Arr! All he seen was woo-woo. He didn't care nothing about none of that. All he cared about, I'm making money, the Prince family, that's my son. Sure, I'm good. Huh, what? Hey, I'm Billy Banks Cry. What's happening? I'm Billy Banks Cry. You know what I'm saying, girl? What's happening? That's all you thought about, man. You didn't think about how it would affect you and your son relationship. You didn't affect how it would affect your son and his family. You didn't care about that long as Billy Blank's crier came out on top. Long as Billy Blank's crier looked good. Long as Billy Blank's crier getting these numbers and views. Billy Blank's crier did not care about nothing. Long as he looked good, long as he benefited from it. That's what Billy Blank's crier is about. Because what it's going to take to see that that builder bear do not mean you no good or your family. All that builder bear care about is being on the Prince family's level or bigger than the Prince family. That's what that builder bear care about. And that builder bear don't care about who they gotta hurt, step on, or trample over, or lie on to become successful. That builder bear don't care how many bridges it burned, long as they come out unscathed. And you don't even see that, man. You know what? I take that back. You see it, you don't care. Because to you, in your head, I'm a grown man. I don't care what nobody say about me. I gotta live my life. That's true. That's true. That's very true. But living your life with the builder bear gonna cost you your relationship with your child or with your children. Because at the end of the day, like I said, you still their father. They don't want to see nothing happen to their father. But they can only take so much of their father's BS before they have to move on and protect what they got. And protect their image. That woman then dogged your children every which way, every which way, and your children still give you the benefit of the doubt to say, my father gonna learn. My father ain't gonna talk to her no more. My father he gonna see. But he not gonna see. Because one thing about y'all father is, I might be out of line about what I'm gonna say, but he love y'all, but he don't love y'all like he think. Y'all think he love y'all. Because if he loved y'all like y'all thought he loved y'all, he would have been the father from day one. He's an opportunist. He's an opportunist. If it ain't benefiting him, he don't want to be bothered. I'm just keeping it real, the realionaire's way. Because if your father loved y'all like he say he loved y'all and got y'all back, that Build-A-Bear would have been back to the store. That Build-A-Bear would have been back to the factory, back on the assembly line, trying to get fixed. But you can't fix something that's fucked up. Forgive my language. You can't fix something that's already set in their ways. She's a young woman that's already messed up into mental. Her mental is messed up. And I'm sorry to say that to y'all, that y'all dad don't love y'all like he think y'all. Y'all dad don't love y'all like y'all think he love y'all. And that's sad. Because a father gonna protect his children by any means necessary. You feel me? Okay, one time you disrespect my kids, I probably slide with the two. But constantly disrespecting my children, putting my children in harm's way, nah, my children more important than the Build-A-Bear. Understand that. Look at it from what it is. Look at it from reality. Stop looking at it with y'all feelings because that's your father. Look at it from reality. What's more important? Her or your children? Ask yourself, Billy Blanks. Look in the mirror and ask yourself. Be honest with yourself and say, Billy Blanks, crier. Billy Blanks, crier. If Damon wasn't where he at or had the money like he got, would I be in my son's life? I'd probably talk to my son here and there. But would I be in my son's life like I am? Would I be communicating with my son like I'm doing now? Damon, ask yourself that. Would my father be here if I wasn't in this position? Would I hear from my father every blue moon like it was back then before I got in this position? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself that. And I said this a long time ago. It took money, success to bring y'all together. That's not authentic. I'm just calling it like I see it, the realionaire's way. That's not authentic love. That's not genuine love. You can love somebody, but you can love somebody for the wrong reasons. See, a parent can love you because you're their child, but that don't mean they want to be bothered with you. Oh, that's my son. I love my son. That's my son. But do I want my son around me or do I want my daughter around me? No, no. That's my son. That's my daughter. Yeah. But being around them, kicking it, laughing, hee and ha, building a bond, that's genuine love. Damon Prince had to become successful for his father to come back around, to be a father, to build a relationship. I know what y'all saying, J. Michael, you wrong, this and that, but I'm calling it like I see it because I want them to understand. If y'all gonna build a bond, make it authentic, make it real. Don't let money build your relationship. Love your son. In your son head, Billy Blanks cried. In your son head, your son was saying, if I gotta get money to build a relationship with my father, me being successful to build a relationship with my father, that's the chance I'm going to take because I want my father in my life. I want my father to love me. I want to build a bond with my father. I want to hang with my father. I want to do things with my father. I want my father to kick it with his grandkids. I want my father to have fun with his grandkids. I want my father to know his grandkids because he didn't know me like that, so he going to have a chance to know his grandkids. That's what your son is telling you, Mr. Cry. Your son made a sacrifice to say, if I have to get this money for my father to be in my life, that's what I'm going to do. But what are you doing, Mr. Cry? You is destroying it because you mattress talking. Ah! You mattress talking with these females out there that don't mean you no good. All they want is them Dolo chips, them dead dudes in your pocket. And you're destroying something that can be beautiful with your child and your grandchildren for some pussy that's malfunctioned. You feel me? You're messing with a malfunctioned machine that's going to cost you, and it ain't going to be pretty. If you don't wake up and pay attention and quit looking at me like I'm hating on you, quit looking at me like I'm couch chasing on you, quit looking at me like I'm trying to, he just mad, this and that. Bruh, I don't give a damn about that. All I know is that boy is in there that love his daddy. And then you got your son that's down there with you that love his daddy. But what it's going to take for their daddy to love them the way they love you? Huh? Lie, cry. What it's going to take for you to love them boys? What it's going to take for you to love your children the way they love you? And stop putting these females, stop putting this fame, stop putting this money, stop putting this YouTube, stop putting these views before them. Cry. Huh? Your son that forgave you millions of times. And you still spit in his face. You still spit in his face. We're going to even give you the benefit of the doubt and say, let's say some of this is real and some of this is fake. If it's fake or if it's real. Some of that stuff that was on the internet that the Build-A-Bear put out, that was real. That was real. Something that you mattress talked with her and put it out there and she put it out there and your son still forgave you. And what you do, go back to mattress talking. You have young men, young ladies out there that wish their father was in their life, that wish they can talk to their father, that wish they can have fun and go places with their father, do things with their father. Your son got money, put you in a position with money to where y'all can do wonderful things together. As a father and son, as a grandfather. And you trying to destroy it. Your son is a good-hearted man. Arrogant sometimes, but hey, that's just the life when you become rich. But your son is a good, forgiving man. Because like I said earlier, you got a lot of kids that father ain't never been there for them in and out that would say, the hell with my father. I got money. I don't need that dude. But your son didn't do that. Your son brought you in. Your son showing you love. Your son is saying, Dad, whatever happened in the past, whatever you was going through in the past, you was sick. You was going through something. But look at us now. Look where we at now. We got money. We can do whatever we want right now, Dad. I'll put us in this position. God bless me. Now I'm blessing you. Listen to me, Dad. This is what your son is saying. Listen to me, Dad. You don't need these young girls no more. Get somebody your age, or get somebody that's 2 or 3 years younger than you. And live. And live good. And retire with good money. You love fishing, Dad. Do a lot of fishing videos. Hook up with some of these fishing guys that's on a bigger level so you can build your own platform on a fishing level. Do something else. Be on the gaming level with the fishing and stuff. Dad, I gave you a start. I gave you a start. Stop following the young ones. Stop following our footsteps. Build your own identity. Walk your own path. Follow your own footsteps. This is what Damon is telling you, Billy Blank's crowd. He said, okay, Dad, when we first got into the YouTube and I brought you in, okay, I can understand you was doing what we was doing because you wanted to build your name up. We did the pranks, we did the skits, all that. Yes, now you got your own identity. Branch off me and build your own legacy. I'm over here. I'm your son. I built this for us. Now you build something else for your grandchildren. And your little children, the young ones. Build your own identity, Dad. Do stuff your generation love. You got the platform now. You ain't gotta keep doing what we doing. Build your platform now. Do the fishing, do the cooking, do the home improvement. You know how to fix cars. Show them how to fix cars. Do certain things on cars that people don't know how to do. Do you. This is what Damon is telling you. This is what Damon set you up for. He didn't set you up there for you to go out there and slang dick like Russian roulette. He didn't set you up for that, pal. He set you up so you didn't have to work no more. He set you up so you didn't have to punch a clock no more. He set you up so you can be your own boss. That's what your son did for you. And what you want to do, you want to destroy it by slinging your dick like it's Russian roulette. You want to keep messing with this Build-A-Bear that's going to cost you your life or your freedom or your career. And you don't even give a damn. And most importantly, that Build-A-Bear going to cost you your relationship with your children. And you're not even understanding it. You're not even paying attention to it. Because right now, you don't care because all you see is these greenbacks. All you care about is, they gonna miss the cry, they gonna miss the cry, oh, they gonna miss the cry, you care about the fame. And I understand that. Because when you're not used to something, you don't know how to handle it. But your age factor, not all the time, but your age factor and what you've been through in your life should have let you know how to handle it. Come on, man. Your grandchildren are precious to you. Your sons, your daughter is precious to you. They're supposed to be your world. They're supposed to be everything, mean everything to you. Your kids shouldn't be a paycheck. Your kids shouldn't be numbers. Your kids shouldn't be views. To make you happy, to satisfy your pockets. That should be the case, player. And then I'm going to say this. It might not be the case. But to what the world see and what you showing the world by your actions, that's what it looked like, man. That's what it looked like. And like I said, you ain't never gotta like me. You ain't never gotta speak to me. You ain't even gotta look my way. But be a father to them children. Even though Damon in his 30s, that's still your child. He loved his dad, but he's fed up. He's tired. He's doing everything in his heart, in his blood, to not let you go. To not to say, I'm done with my dad. He's doing everything to try to savage what little relationship y'all got left. And you keep on destroying it. You hanging on by a thin rope right now. And I'm telling you, from a father that loves his children. If I was in the position that your son put you in, I would have my one woman and I would be doing everything with my grandchildren. If I know I missed a big chunk out of my son Damon's life, I'm finna make all that up with my grandchildren. My son put me in a position with the money to where I can go have fun with my grandchildren, do videos with my grandchildren. I don't need these outside females to do video. People love children, especially a grandparent kicking it with his grandkids, having fun with his grandkids. They will love you even more. They will respect you even more. Your numbers will go up even more than this drama, than this BS. It get played out, man. You see, I had vanished for a while. I stayed closed for a while. But the father in me, the love I have for children in me, I couldn't stay closed mouth for long, man. It kept eating me up. And then my fans was hitting me on Instagram. It was eating me up. And the realionaire had to come out and speak on it. I'm not done speaking on it. I told you, I'm coming raw every time. I'm not biting my tongue no more. And I don't care who come in my face and say what. I'm not biting my tongue no more. And if people don't like it, stay the F out my face or stay off my page. Because here on out, it ain't Mr. Nice Guy when it comes to these kids, man. And your son might be a grown man, but at the end of the day, that's still your kid. I don't care how old our children get, they still are babies. And if you don't wake up, you're going to lose it. And if you don't wake up, your son going to look at you like another nigga in the streets. And you don't want that. I watched that video of the Prince family, and I seen the hurt. I seen the pain. I seen the disappointment in his eyes. I seen it. Your son is hurt. And you need to worry about your son's feelings. Study about your dangling. Worry about your son's feelings. Worry about how bigger y'all can be on this internet if y'all work together without these outside distractions. Look how bigger you can be if you start being a grandfather. But the Damon saying to himself, why would I let my kids go around with their grandfather by themselves when my dad don't know how to handle himself? How am I let my kids go around their grandfather when my dad don't even know how to handle his situations? That's like throwing my kids into the lion's den. Even though I know my dad will fight for his grandkids, I know that. But why would I put my kids in that situation and I can avoid it? Because my dad is not learning. Billy Blanks cry. It's time out, man. It's time out. It's time to build your own identity. It's time to follow your own footprints. It's time to build your own legacy. Follow your own journey. Leave this street stuff alone. You're not young no more, man. I be feeling like I'm young sometimes, man. I still want to do some of this stuff the young tenny boppers do, man. But I had my turn. Now it's their turn. Just live your life. Be a grandfather. Salvage whatever relationship you got left with Damon. Salvage that and build that bond back. Trust what I'm telling you, man. I'm going to give you this before I go. My daughter, Monique Walker, we had got into it over my other daughter in Detroit. And I just found out the one in Detroit was my daughter. My daughter got mad at me because I tried to play both sides. I'm telling this daughter something, I'm telling this daughter something because I was just trying to, stay neutral, but I should have kept my mouth closed and let them work it out themselves. But me, this and this and that, this and that. Not knowing my daughter in Detroit was messy and went back and told my other daughter. My daughter, Monique, that's my heart. That's my life. All my kids is my heart and my life. But that one act identical to me. Me and her ain't talked for almost a year and a half. And it was eating me up. It was destroying me. Because that's my baby. That's my baby. But both of us is stubborn. But it took my other daughter, Samaje, my dark chocolate one. That's my twin too. My dark chocolate one. It took her to have a party for my grandson, Ant-Man. His name Anthem, but I call him Ant-Man. It took her to have a party here in Fort Wayne. She said, Dad, I want you to dress up like Elmo. Y'all seen those pictures. I want you to dress up like Elmo for your grandson. Shoot, it ain't nothing I ain't gonna do for my grandkid. And she told me to dress up like the mermaid, bruh. I'm gonna put the red wig with the tail on for my grandbabies. Nothing I won't do for my grandbabies or my children. But it was funny because the suit she brought, I was flooding, arms was up here. I said, oh man, come on, baby. But I did it. But my daughter came from Dallas. And it ain't like we ain't miss a beat. She was like, hey, old man. I was like, hey, baby. And we've been back like this. And she even said, Daddy, I was missing you. But you know I'm like you. I wasn't going to crack. And I know you wasn't going to crack. Because we mirror images. We different signs, but we mirror images. She looked just like me. She act just like me. She got my attitude like me. She fight like me. She just identical to her daddy. And she's a go-getter about that money like her daddy. But it was hurting me, man. And what I'm saying is, man, that's your son. This your son. You got a daughter. You got another son. You lost a son. Now you got grandchildren. Leave that nonsense, that young titty bopper stuff alone. I'm not saying act your age to where you gotta act like we old. I'm just saying stay in your lane. Because this young generation now, they don't play fair. They don't play by the rules. They throw that fishing rod out there, and you know about fishing. You know about fishing because you do it all the time. You know about that bait. They bait you in, and next thing you know, your head on a platter because you done fell for the shenanigans, for that big ass, them big ass titties, that Coke-shaped bottle. You done fell for it. Now it can cost you your life or your freedom. Because I know you ain't gonna go out easy. I know you gonna try to fight or shoot back. But if a mug got the drop on you, bruh, what? And this is what your son is telling you. Stop moving reckless, Dad. Move like I do. Get you a circle and stick with that circle like he do. You know he don't have certain people come to his house. Shoot, he don't even have certain family members come to his house. Half his family don't even know where he live. They just know he's in Texas. Stop it, man, before you lose your son and lose your grandchildren. J. Michael out.